symptoms for much longer. They call themselves long haulers.
At the time I was 47 years old. I was in good health. No rhyme, no reason why it attacked me the way it did. The doctors really just don't understand why.
Scott Cohen's saga began on the night of March 25th. 3 days later, he was in an ambulance on the way to the hospital.
From there, I spent some time in the ER, spent some time in a COVID unit. Then when that wasn't working, up to the ICU I went. Scary time for me, not only going to the ICU, but my father was on a vent in the ICU in the same hospital.
Scott says things only went downhill from there.
I remember being in a tremendous amount of pain in my lungs, burning sensations, freezing sensations, having a conversation with the doctor that I didn't have much time breathing. They even really needed to monitor me and put me on a vent, or I was going to die.
Scott's family had heard that some COVID patients saw improvement after receiving convalescent plasma donations, so they started a petition asking the hospital to try that treatment for him.
Within 24 hours of being administered the convalescent plasma, I was off the vent, and I was talking to my wife and kids.
Unfortunately, Scott's father never made it off the ventilator.
He passed away, and his funeral was while I was on the vent. He just turned 80 in December, but if you saw him, you thought he was probably in his late 60s. Very active guy, 6'1", 190 pounds, lean, very active.
Scott was released from the hospital at the end of April, but only came off oxygen about a month ago and still has a persistent cough.
My oxygen saturations are close to normal. I'm not getting it every day, but laying in a bed for a month, the elasticity of your lungs, like any muscle, has atrophy. The elasticity in your lungs is somewhat lost, and I don't have all of my strength back. I was definitely much stronger. Everything from opening a jar to, in physical therapy, lifting weights. I don't have the strength that I did.
Finding other COVID long haulers through Survivor Corps has helped Scott to realize he's not alone.
There's people here who have the same things that you do. You don't have some crazy disease or something that nobody knows anything about.
In a recent survey from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 35% of about 300 respondents said they had not returned to their usual state of health 2 to 3 weeks after a positive test. Those with these lingering symptoms are most commonly dealing with things like cough, fatigue, and shortness of breath.
Wow, interesting story. All right, the latest updates on coronavirus, download our Fox 5 NY News app, and you can also stream Good Day and never miss a moment of